that stopped them.
No.
All right, let's press start. Here we go. All right.
Matt Pack once again bringing us that lovely blue ribbon. He's able to hold on to it for another week.
That's it. That's it. All right, let's get into some picks and bans.
I've got... oh, no, never mind. I had all those lightning bolts saying that no one had connected to the game. That was a bit weird. Kassadin. We're all shocked that Kassadin would be #1 ban. Well, quite often people leave him for purple team to use as their last ban, at least in competitive gaming, so that blue team can get the bans that they want and force the purple team to use a ban because blue team get first pick, so they've got the option of taking that. Although that's not necessarily been Kassadin lately. That's been a whole range of things like Maokai, Tristana. There's been a few different ones.
Yeah, I mean it's probably one of those things that it's getting to the point where nobody's actually going to know how to play the guy. Because he's been so long he's been on the permaban list, and nothing right seems to dial that back. So I guess we'll find out.
Well, they dialed it back a lot once so that it was useless, and then they hot fixed it like that week. We got Evelyn banned and Braum banned by the purple team. Braum's been getting a lot of ban action here in the Oceanic region. Evelyn as well. Yasuo ban. Is that our first Yasuo ban?
No, he's been banned before.
Has he?
I think so.
A zillion ban. No one wants to... ain't nobody got time for him.
Yeah.
It's if for those who aren't keeping up with competitive gaming, I haven't been playing a lot of solo queue lately. Zillion has been quite anticipately picked because of Faker and a variety of other Koreans doing some pretty crazy stuff on him. So.
All right. Hello to Jev in the chat. Good to have you along. Now, what else you going on? Tristana's a pretty good pick at the moment, even though they've nerfed her E damage, I believe it was the explosive shot. She's been still doing pretty well.
Yeah, well, Infinity Edge and her attack speed buff have remained intact. It's so that she's still going to be a priority pick. Ooh, Armagon's highlighting over Malzahar. I'm excited.
That would be interesting. That would be.
It will be. It's probably not a great pick against against Tristana, because if the second he starts ulting, she could just ult him back. So, assuming of course that he hasn't ulted her.
That's true. That's true. Cho'Gath as a very nice, safe pick wherever he goes. So that's interesting.
Shakazy's played a couple of games on Cho'Gath now. I believe he was in the Victor Pradley game where he was support Cho'Gath with solo top Alistair, and he's also played solo top Cho'Gath. So I'm pretty sure that Shakazy's happy to play him wherever he needs to, much the way that Scrub Phoenix would play Twisted Fate wherever we went. Well, this is interesting. We've got a Zed and a Fizz being highlighted. Like they're... Oh, no, they're switching off. That's fine. I hope this Zed gets locked in. I really love seeing some well-executed Zed play. And Matt Pack, of course, highlighting the Talon, just to spoil my mood.
Miss Fish just sent me a message saying Trista's OP in solo queue where no one peels, and that is definitely true. She's got a lot of mobility, and the resets are just, they're just OP no matter what. So that's a very fair point. I should also point out that Cho'Gath, we talked about Cho'Gath on this morning's Trinity Force podcast, of which I joined in with those guys this morning. They needed somebody to fill in, so the VODs will be up for that pretty soon, and so make sure you check it out. Trinity Force podcast. Sorry, youtube.com/Trinity Force T-Force podcast is the YouTube channel, so check that out, which is also where you find the VODs for Oceanic Battle Arena.
And if you're not sure what that is, you're in it right now.
That's true. Or you're watching it.
This is interesting. We've got the Press R and Run It People composition coming out of here in Kennen and Morgana. So if they could pull that off, if they can both go in at the same time, that's going to be just beautiful. That's going to be just stacking CC because the timing is slightly different. So going for quite an AoE engage comp, and Tristana is so powerful and well suited to the metagame at the moment that she doesn't necessarily need to match that. So I'd probably recommend Geminus and Chaos Mage picking more AoE team fight based champions there. We got a Rise and a Thresh. Like Thresh, I always fully support. He did get nerfed quite recently, but
do you fully support him?
I do fully support him
fully
as support.
As support.
Yeah, fully support this
Nice.
support.
Yeah.
Now we've got Malzahar, Cho'Gath, and Rise all in one team composition. Now that speaks volumes to me. If I was on the enemy team looking at that, I'd be going, all right, so they've got a support already. That's the Thresh. We've got Cho'Gath, which is normally a top laner. Malzahar, who is definitely AP mid no matter what, and Rise, who can go top or mid. Now, for those who are paying attention, that means we've got one too many for those particular slots. So possibly, it might be possible that Cho'Gath is going jungle. Ooh, look at that! Karthus! I could not have picked a better champion to go with Kennen and Morgana. That is just awesome. And we got Olaf, so it'll be good to see Olaf brought to the games again. I think Shaq, has he played him 2 weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
It might have even been last week. If I don't.
Now, just had a question from Miss Fish on like whether they go barrier or heal. Now, I suggest heal, even though barrier is actually now more powerful in terms of just raw. Raw damage that you can soak. The benefit of heals is permanent. The other benefit of heals is a move speed boost. And it helps both of you. So it's generally better.
I would personally go cleanse against a Malzahar.
That's a good point.
I don't want to have to... Like, if I get ulted as an AD carry, I want to be able to go ult, jump out, get out of there. I don't have to deal with this.
Also, it's probably worth considering for Caitlyn, because if Morgana is support... her Q, or just in general, Morgana's Q, snares for days, and it's well and truly enough time for you to get completely killed by what's going on there. So that's also worth a consideration with someone who's got such a long CC.
Yeah. We'll see how Pips goes with his black shields, and anticipating the Malzahar ult, if Malzahar's going to be targeting her at all. It could quite possibly be the kill the squishy support frame of mind coming from Malzahar. We'll just have to wait and see how Armageddon plays him. That's unless they're doing a swap. It doesn't look like they're swapping.
So we'll just have in about 10 seconds we'll have the reveals of the.
Apparently cleanse cleanse doesn't work against suppress.
All right, there you go.
I thought it did. It's been that long since I've seen a Malzahar in a competitive game. Apparently, Mikhail's doesn't remove it either. But Quicksilver Sash does. That's really confusing. I'd like Riot to give us some clarity on what works against suppressors and what doesn't. Alright, so everything's locked in. We're allowed to talk about summoner spells now.
Yep.
We've got... It is a jungle Cho'Gath versus a jungle Olaf, so some very, very, very tanky junglers we're going to be looking at here. We've got teleport coming from both Karthus and from Kennen. I'm assuming that's a solo top Kennen, because Karthus kind of needs his quick access to blue buff and the ability to roam. And, Kennen's just an energy champion, so he's more reliable in the top lane. Rise has taken teleport, so that again speaks that he would go in the top lane. And Malzahar really can't do anything in top lane, he'd just get destroyed. So, and he's taken Ignite. That's definitely something I approve of. If you're going Malzahar, Veigar, anyone who needs to kill people in order to do their job, Ignite is the tool for you.
And really, I mean, when you... Malzahar is very much an all-in kind of champion. So you really want to be able to get that... basically use your suppressors in a period of time to completely kill them. You don't want them coming out alive afterwards, because he doesn't have any, once they start to run away, it's not like he can easily chase. Like he's really got no extra CC beyond that point. So he's very much a burst you down in a big go. But just before we get into game, I thought we'd mention a bit about the podcast. So we are part of the Oslo podcast, who are the a Oceanic League of Legends podcast. We talk about the Oceanic scene and what's going on, as well as talking about how to get better at the game. It's myself, Cleric, Steve, who's with me now, and also Ralph, Vesp QT. So we're the three hosts of that show. We release. We're now doing an audio stream on Mondays from 8 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you check it out on this channel. So make sure you click follow if you're watching today. We've also got the T-Force podcast, the T-Force proper, which, as I mentioned before, I was on earlier today, and they release twice a week, and they stream again on this channel on Tuesdays and Thursday mornings and release on Wednesdays and Fridays. And that is Pronophobia, Declawed, Dom Nom Nom, and Chira Jaden. And those guys are the hosts for that. Soon to be joined by Days Untold. Then you got the T-Force LCS rundown. And the T-Force proper, they focus on how to get better at the game. With the T-Force LCS rundown, they talk about the competitive scene and what's going on with the NA and EU LCSs. So that's Mutt Nagorum, Optimus Tom, Zero Box, Greg Russo, and Daniel Dracos. So if you go to T-Force podcast... t4podcast.com. You can find all the podcasts there and get all our social media links and whatnot. And now we're moving into loading. We might have an AFKer, so there might be a remake of the game.
Who would that be?
Quickstep.
Quickstep being AFK. If he is, he will be spoken to sternly. Gentleman Cho'Gath and Vizier Malzahar, Professor Rise and Sheriff Caitlin. Got a couple of titled people here.
Indeed. So, I mean, I guess looking at how... I mean, really, the purple team have a lot of instant burst on one person. If you think about Rise snares, Malzahar suppresses, Cho'Gath chomps on people, Thresh can hook. So, it's essentially you've got sort of kind of a pick comp kind of situation going on. And then Caitlin... I
really do like the synergy between Thresh and Cho'Gath, because if either one of them hits their stun, knock up, box, or whatever, the other person can chain their CC onto that same person ridiculously easily, and then that'll give Malzahar time to walk up into the middle of the fight, lay down a pool, and just burst them.
Yep, and I guess by comparison, the blue team is kind of an AoE all-in kind of situation where you've got Morgana, Kennen, Karthus, all who want to be in the middle of the team using their AoE to do a lot of damage. So yes,
I especially like I like the Kennen Morgana combo. Just press R and run at people. That was it late season 1, possibly early season 2, when that was really, really strong. You just press R and run at people. That was Morgana, Kennen, Karthus. Well, Karthus wasn't press R, but there was another one. Who was it? Who am I thinking of? No, there was an entire comp based around it, and that's gonna bug me for the rest of the night. It'll come to me. And hopefully Olaf is going to be building super tanky, just running in there, just being a complete damage soak while everyone else just lays down the damage. His slows are going to be necessary because unless purple team get out of position as a large clumped up group of people, they're not going to have much to engage properly on. Kennen's pretty much got to go all in, and if he's kited, then that's a fairly long cooldown to have to wait for the next fight. Don't get me wrong, Morgana's Flash Alt Zonya's combo can be quite nice, but she is a support, so getting that Zonya's is going to be a lot harder than...
Yeah, it's going to take a while longer to get to it.
Yeah. Now, let's see. I'm just going to move all these icons around to the appropriate place based on my guesses at Champ Select. There we go. No, looks like Caitlin's not AFK, so that's good.
Somebody said in chat that they're not, so Yes, that's good. It's good. It's good to have a good game. So, I mean, really, I think, I mean, if which team could probably go would have a better level 1 invade if they wanted to go hunting for kill. I'd probably say
it's a bit rough.
Purple team.
Yeah, because the thresh hook and the knock up from Cho'Gath are definitely going to be what swings the tide. And if Rise decides to sacrifice his level 1 laning presence a little bit for his
Rune Prison,
for his Rune Prison, they can have quite a nice combo there. Quick Step could probably level up his traps, and they could get a good invade going. Whereas the binding is pretty damn good, and if you're put into a chasing situation, Kennen is pretty outstanding with that. Yep. But but if they run into a Karthus could just kite them with his little Skittles and do a lot of damage for no results. So
yeah,
but it doesn't look like they're opting to go for that invade. Looks like they're just protecting their own jungle buffs respectively, and they're just going to pick those up.
Now we're going to see a very interesting situation that if Caitlyn and Thresh go through the river like this. Here we go.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, nice.
No.
Oh, no, whiffs the Q.
Oh, he missed the binding. Oh, the Quickstep's taken a lot of damage. Now, that is why you don't face check bushes. Yeah. That is why you don't go where there might be enemy teammates. If you've not seen them in lane, expect them to be in that bush. Even if you went through the tri-brush, it's very unlikely that they went that way. It's like, what, an extra 2 or 3 seconds out of your way, and is a lot less risky. Swiper at last year's International Wildcard Tournament can attest to exactly how important it is not to face check and brush.
Yep. And I mean, really, if Morgana had landed that Dark Binding, I think we probably would have seen First Blood. So.
Oh yeah.
That's another great Dark Binding.
Making up for an early miss. I think that's a death. The Ignite's down. Yep. Quick Step gives First Blood to Tristana. And that's that power spike that we've always talked about with Tristana. Her level 1 and level 2, very strong. Level 3.
Well, I think what really helped there was that Tristana managed to get her explosive shot onto Caitlyn before she got the heal. So that really made a huge difference. And that basically meant that Caitlyn didn't survive. She got half the healing that she would have because the grievous wounds. So.
And look what it's cost them. 13 CS on Tristana, 1 on Caitlyn. And just look at all these minions under tower, falling down. This poor Thresh is just going to have his hands full trying to keep her alive for the rest of the laning phase. Now, what's interesting, Kennen didn't go top, Karthus went top. And Kennen's trying to go 1v1 versus Malzahar. That's an interesting choice, because I feel that Karthus would have been better defense against the Malzahar combo, because if Malzahar's going to go all in on Karthus, if he's got his Defile running, they're basically going to be trading damage, whereas Kennen doesn't really have anything apart from hitting his ultimate, which is on a much longer cooldown and far less available. So, but Karthus versus Rise, that's not a bad one. Karthus is just going to be able to last hit, lay down some lay wastes and some harass and farm pretty easily. Look, they're about equal in farm. There's not much. Oh, he's picked up his wall. I think he's got 2 points in his wall. Let me check that. No, just the 1 point in his wall. Just looks bigger than I remember. That's the colors messing with me. Visual remake. You know, actually, while we're talking, another binding onto Quickstep. That's not going to be good. Clicks the lantern, gets out of there. Looks like we've got a gank coming in. We've got a gank coming in bottom. He doesn't realize he's throwing on a ward.
That top lane.
The Karthus just got 1v1 by Rise. Oh, Rise could have gone down.
I think the thing is, had if Karthus, instead of backing off into the brush, had actually gone forward towards Rise, he could have basically got the kill. He would have died as well, but that would have resulted in a kill for Karthus. So it's one of those things that, you probably should choose to back off well before that point, if that's the position you want to take. Now, great hook by Thresh there. We're going to see a kill. Oh, the flash.
Oh, wow. That was a brilliant flash and a brilliant knockup by Shaq.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Karthus going balls deep.
Red eye. He gets it. This is not going to be worth it, though. Trading kills. Like putting a kill onto Thresh and giving Oh no, Shakazi's going. Oh, it's all gone terribly wrong. See, Shakazi did the right thing and he's followed up when someone on his team has gone in, but his teammate should not have gone in. That was where the problem was there. So Shakazi followed up as he should have, but it was not a good fight to start. As we've said previously, it's better to follow a bad call than it is to ignore it.
Yep, absolutely.
So, just looking at the farming numbers, we've got...
Now, interestingly, it looks like it might be an AD cannon, because we've got a Doran's Blade first start, and then we've got a Vampiric Scepter. So that's a build you don't often see these days on cannon. Cannons now tend to go for the AP build, because I think it was they nerfed the auto attack range for cannon. So,
well, here we go.
Going in deep.
Down onto this theoretically AD cannon. Oh wait, no, for the AD cannon. Oh, looks like Armageddon's gonna. Oh, the Requiem tried to do a KS. I mean, trying to help his comrades. Now, oh, hang on, I'm looking at the wrong stats. I was trying to look at cannons, but it's swapped in the middle of that. So he's got 6% armor penetration, 8 magic penetration, and 6% magic penetration. So looks like it's a hybrid build, if anything. Although he does have 11% lifesteal. Is that
doesn't Vampiric Scepter builds into Hextech. Does it build into Hextech Revolver? Sorry, Hextech. The upgrade to Hextech Revolver. What's the?
Yes.
It's Gunblade.
Hextech Gunblade.
Yeah.
Just an item I really don't like. It's just you'd probably the amount of money that you put into that. Sure, you get good AD, good AP, but you'd be doing a lot more damage if you just go on one or the other.
Well, that's the problem with hybrid builds. So
yeah. Oh, I'm interested to see what Cho'Gath's going to do here. He's expecting. See, he's trying to help out this poor Caitlyn, who fell very far behind very early. But as we've said a few times, is don't gank lanes that are behind, because it's that much harder to make anything out of it, and you're probably wasting your time. Whereas Olaf did the right thing and went mid where it was dead even between the two, and it was much more likely that he was actually going to get a kill out of it, and he did.
And I mean, one of the issues of trying to sort of gank when they're diving a tower with Tristana. Oh wow!
There's that level 6 power spike I was talking about.
Yeah. Is that Tristana's got a reset? So if she gets the kill off, all of a sudden you are now she can jump away, and there's, she's got no worries. So that's a real issue also with diving. Like trying to catch a Tristana out of place while.
Oh no! The knockup misses. Ulted. Oh, that's disastrous. 6 kills in this bottom lane. That's 3 on the carry and 3 on the support. That's that bot lane is pretty much done. If I was this Thresh player, if I was Roxold, I'd be trying to make a play with the jungler. Maybe go mid. Try and get a hook onto this cannon and get Malzahar fed, because Caitlyn is approximately 60 farm behind at the 10-minute mark. You got to leave Caitlyn alone. Let this tower fall. Let her get some farm safely. Now let's see if because this is Quickstep 26. Now Quickstep 26 was given the feedback a while ago that after he's died twice in lane, not to go back, because he's just gonna have the same problem. So let's see if he learned from that adventure. Chaos Mage has somehow ended up with a blue buff. Did he kill someone for that, or was that donated to him by the Olaf?
Oh, is this Rise? Oh, he's gonna get it.
Well, now he's donated that to the Rise player. So.
Yep, who's already 12 CS ahead. So that's not a great situation for him. I guess one of the things is he kind of got caught on the hop with, even though he gets a Rise that has no mana. The Rise, he's got 2 kills, so that goes to sort of show you how far ahead he is. But yeah, I guess. I guess what we've seen a couple of times now is, unless you want to actually hang around for a kill, pull back a lot further than what you have. And I guess what we've seen with well, just then and before with Thresh, he didn't go far enough. And what we just saw with Karthus is he got caught out because he didn't want to fight, but he didn't give him enough space between himself and Rise to make it safe.
Yeah. Now
this Rise is now going man mode against the turret. Wow.
That's it. That's another example. If you've died twice in lane, don't go back. Try and make plays elsewhere, because he literally showed up to lane and died. Now, technically can't... Oh, wow! Look at Shakazy's health up the back there. Oh, boom! That wasn't enough! It's alright. It's alright, he got an assist. So, Caitlyn got a kill. No, she didn't. Now, I think Miss Fish is aiding the enemy here, which is very sportsmanlike. Because in the all chat, it looks like Thresh is going, I don't know what to do, and Miss Fish has said, we know, you should probably go mid and try and trade towers. So the advice has been given in-game, so it doesn't look like Caitlyn's going to be following it. Looks like if Caitlyn starts auto-attacking these minions, she's made a horrible mistake. Yep, making a horrible mistake right now. She's got to let the minion wave push against her.
Also, I mean, she's gone for a Vampiric Scepter, which is an okay pickup on itself, but it's really delaying your Infinity Edge, which is a real... I mean, it's essentially a first buy these days for almost every AD carry. And
if you were going to go for lifesteal, I would have just gone 3 or 4 Doran's Blades. You're that far behind, you're going to need that kind of gold efficiency. Oh, looks like Rise is... He's probably going to live through this, because he's just that far ahead. Wow! The damage that he can output! Oh, he's picked up his Tear of the Goddess, and he has a Catalyst to protect her.
Actually, that's the second time we've seen somebody who's been caught on the hop by a tower going down and being out of position as a result. So, yeah, I mean, I guess we sort of just said with Kennen. Yeah, so I guess it's worth reminding that if you hang around when a tower's about to go down, they're going to dive you. You need to be prepared for that possibility and back off a bit earlier. I mean, even now, Matt Pack's...
Oh, look at bottom. Quick step shot. Oh, the summoner heal might let him live. Wow. Quick step. Yeah. See, that's what I'm talking about. He keeps going back to lane when he really can't. If he'd been with this team here, if he'd been with the 3 people pushing mid, he would have had a much better time of it. Especially if Cho'Gath had hit 1 knockup, Malzahar had got off, whatever. All he needs to do is auto-attack that person once, and he gets the assist golden experience. Whereas what he's doing at the moment is he's showing up to lane, blowing flash, blowing heal, going back, walking back to lane, and now that he's got no flash, no heal, and no tower, he's gonna die if Tristana decides to go on him. Oh, Tristana! Oh, that Pips' beautiful ward here. That is Pips' ward, is it? Yeah, Pips has warded their blue buff and saw that Shakazy, saw the Gentleman Cho'Gath walking down to lane. So that Tristana was smart enough to back off. So, where has Caitlyn gone? Oh, Caitlyn's burning. No. Oh, headshot's ready. Never mind. I thought that was an ignite or something.
Oh, that was very good.
Big fight over the blue buff. Looks like it's going to go to Shakazy.
It's going to go to Cho'Gath, you mean?
Yes, Cho'Gath. Ooh, he silenced the Morgana.
Oh, interesting to come in and pick up another kill.
Oh, this is a good fight to continue doing. There you go. Got an assist onto that Karthus. He'll definitely appreciate this. Now, right now, blue team, they have the advantage. They should take Dragon. That should definitely, just killed the jungler. That was the fact that Tristana
killed the jungler near the enemy's blue buff, which is just right next to the dragon pit. So yeah, absolutely.
That was an obvious. This is the moment we take Dragon, but instead they split up. They're going to try and push against the Malzahar, which is something I don't even think Ziggs could do it. Tristana's going to way overextend. She wants to keep this laning phase going for as long as she can because Quickstep still hasn't learned his lesson that you don't go back to lane after you've died. Like, look at the difference. He is 100 CS behind at 15 minutes. Some people struggle to get even 100 farm in 15 minutes, and that's how much he's behind. He cannot go back to that lane. Now, he's made the mistake of buying Berserker's Greaves. Could not have picked a worse item to go in these circumstances. He needs damage. He needs HP. He needs to buy the Doran's rings, the Doran's blades. Like, look at this. Miss Fish, boom, boom, boom. Not even going to get a chance to walk away. Boom. Crit, crit, crit. Dead. Look at that. Infinity Edge versus Berserker Greaves. What are you going to do? It looks like Kennen is going for the Hextech Gunblade. He's picked up the revolver. He's picked up the cutlass. Oh! That last cue from Geeson on Rise. Yeah.
I mean, really, it's... Sorry, go.
I was just going to say, Karthus, once he's finished his Rod of Ages, he should definitely be grouping with his Press R and Run It friends. And making some plays. If he keeps going back to lane, he's just going to keep dying. And this Rise is going to be completely unstoppable. He may already be unstoppable. He just might need to shop. Now, the Gunblade build on Kennen, as I said, not a fan of it. You could have gone straight AP or straight AD and done either of those jobs much better. It's not a particularly gold inefficient item. It's just that mini-maxing your stats is definitely the way to go. Now, he started off with the Doran's Blade. That's actually not a bad idea, even if you're going ability power. But I think a Zhonya's Hourglass is definitely the way to go on Kennen. Here we go. About 4 minutes late taking the dragon, but it's good that they got the dragon. The supports on both teams do have sweepers, but no one has upgraded yet. No one's upgraded the trinket. We've still got yellow boards.
I think Morgana's actually got to level 9 so far, so... and she seems to be going for an early, like, getting Zonya's first, so...
Which is the way to go. I still think that... on the episode of the Oslold podcast where we talked about that, if you've got the money to buy a needlessly large rod or upgrade your trinket, you get your needlessly large rod, because the power spikes are just going to be that much better. See, Karthus is doing the wrong thing here. He's not going to be able to defend this tower against these two. He should be with his friends, pushing down an objective elsewhere. Did you just try and teleport out of there?
He just tried to teleport out of there.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to tell... Anyone who's got CC is going to stop you from being able to teleport, so... Like, blue team have a great AoE team composition, but they're not grouping up. They really need to group up. Where is Kennen teleporting to? Okay. Looks like they're trying... Kennen's used his teleport to fend this off. Kennen's in a much better position to try and take these people on because he's got friends. So it's a lot easier to 3v2. Or probably a waste of the ult. He probably could have gotten that kill without it. But still better safe than sorry if he'd gotten an opportunity to flash over that wall. Triss jump is so broken. I don't agree with that. I think the resets are really powerful, but there is a slight casting time before the rocket actually goes off, unlike Corki, unlike Graves, unlike Lucian, unlike Vayne, Corki, every single one of these champions, Ezreal, all of them instantly jump. Tristana doesn't. There's a second hesitation before it works. Oh, that was a nice binding. Oh, and the cleanup from Kennen.
Unfortunately for Morgana, had she landed the first Dark Binding she shot out there, they would have definitely got a kill on Rise before he took down Olaf. So that's one of those things where you really need to make sure you get your skill shots at those times, those really critical times.
No, Matpack, you cannot go back here. You've got 2 allies and a minion wave pushing the tower. You're on full health. You should be taking this turret, especially considering you've got attack damage items. You've got, what, 45... What was it? 52 attack damage worth of items right there. That tower should have been yours. At the moment, is it still up? Or did it fall? There we go. Now it's gone down. And now Karthus might even die because he had to stay for such a long time. I feel that if Thresh had gone on him... he would have delayed him enough for Rise to get there and just kill him. This Tristana is so fed. Look at look at this tower just chunk going down.
I think you're probably dead there, Morgana.
Oh, the shield! Let's save her. Let's see if she can dodge the next cooldown. Oh, look at that, using the ult defensively.
And that was actually really good use of that ult as well, and how
That
you
was
should actually.
beautiful. Complete zoning control. Look at Matt back. Beautiful ultimate. Oh, double kill the cannon. Now they need to take this mid tower. I feel like I should ping it. Like it's on, what, 2 bars of health? You should take that tower and ward the hell out of the jungle. But no, Matt Pack is making a mistake. He's going back to town.
Well, he's only got 300 health, so, you know, to be fair.
But still, he has 3 friends. Like, if you combine those health balls...
Oh, 3, one of which being that Rise who just went in there and destroyed.
Yeah, but that was because they weren't grouped up. If they were grouped up, there's no way that Rise would have gone near him. Geminus would have chucked an axe at him. Olaf's axe under toe would have stopped that engage before it happened. Then again, Geminus Olaf is going full AD. He's only just picked up a Negatron cloak, so I stand corrected. They would have just gotten obliterated. So
yeah,
that's not a fault of the comp. That's a fault of the build. Olaf scales off HP. Build him HP. If you're gonna go like getting a Wriggles, sure, that's fine. But I'm not sure what the second Vamp Sept is for.
Yeah, I guess he was maybe building towards a Bork or something, maybe. I'm not sure.
See, now I quite like Spirit of the Ancient Golem on Cho'Gath. That is a nice item.
Yeah.
I think he's rushing a Guardian Angel, which is something you don't normally do on champions, but generically speaking. But Cho'Gath specifically is great for it because he gets 3 HP and a lot of it from his ultimate. You like, how many stacks is he at? 4 or 5? Is he at 6? He's been getting close. No, he's only on 2. Stop wasting time, Shaka's here. Beast Mode. Oh, Armageddon's caught out of position. Oh, Matt Pack probably could have died.
5-man collapse. Yeah, that was actually that was interesting because they actually came from an angle which they probably what's his name? Malzahar wasn't expecting. So.
Oh, look at this! The Zonya's Hourglass with the ultimate, and if that Rise wasn't 10-1-0.
Wow, that was a hook mid-flight.
Wow, that's amazing. Ooh, shutdown gold going to the Olaf. Now, what is blue team doing? They've got this massive minion wave that they can take top. Looks like they're rotating to it, which is good. I think Olaf's taking the red. Another good
Cannon's
move.
going back, though.
Cannon, for the 3rd time this game, Cannon has neglected the map objectives. I mean, he's got, what, 11% lifesteal and spell vamp. Being on low health when you've got a definite numbers advantage and massive map pressure, you shouldn't be falling back. He's had a lot of missed opportunities in this. And also be around to kite the hell out of this gigantic Cho'Gath.
I mean, really, that like Blue got caught out there. I mean, they survived, but they nearly shouldn't, and that was because they didn't have almost any wards in the top part of that jungle. So that's, I mean, that's a good example. When you start to push, you need to really,
when you've got map control, you need to gain vision control. Yep. That is your opportunity. When you've just killed a whole bunch of them, and you know for a fact that they're not in the jungle, that is the time you can walk into those bushes. That is the time you can start chucking down wards. Look at this, a bold...
Now, this is going to be interesting, yeah, so...
Yeah. Now, it's interesting because both of them are doing a monster at the moment.
Yep.
One team doing the dragon, the other team doing the Baron. And
this Baron's going to go down.
Yeah, Baron's going down. Look, Shakazi is so damn tanky, and he's exchanging the damage penetration with the Olaf. Look at that. 24-minute Baron. Whoever's call that was, brilliant.
Yep. Very good call, especially given that that Blue didn't have any vision on that area. So
yeah,
that's and it looks like somebody they're pinging for the tower, but they're going to realize in a sec the Baron's not there. So they've just warded up to guard against a Baron attempt, but it's too late. So
yeah, look at all of the gold is on Rise now. Like what's his total accumulate? He's at 10k gold. Everyone else on the team is below 7.
Yeah.
Whereas the blue team have a much more even spread. Like, don't get me wrong, they got 12k on Tristana, but they got 9k on Cannon. They got 8.5 on their support Morgana. Like that's like there's a lot more threats that you need to take down on blue, and blue have the better AoE. So blue have definitely got the advantage here. They've got Baron. That is a huge thing. That is a huge thing. And they're doing the right thing. It looks like they've got... See, the minion waves have already put pressure on bottom, so they're forced to respond to that. All 5 of them should be grouping and pushing top right now. Maybe having one person split push the cannon with the teleport, but I still think that the team fight capability of press R and run at people is just way too powerful to split up. I think they've really got an opportunity here, and I hope they take it. Karthus has teleport, but he's a bit behind. Oh, I don't like this. He's not finished his Rod of Ages. He's bought an Abyssal Scepter.
Yeah.
That's a huge mistake. You needed that Rod of Ages. Now
it's never going to charge.
It's never going to be fully charged by the end of the game. Was he building a Rylai's Crystal Scepter? I do not know what this is.
Well, I think it is the case that he's behind. He's very, very squishy, and he wants to try and get back in the game, but really that's not going to help you in the long term, because it's just Abyssal Scepter is it's actually not going to make you as tanky as Rod of Ages would have.
Yeah, well, just an Negatron Cloak gives 40 magic resist, and it's 45 with the upgraded Abyssal Scepter. So if you wanted the magic resist, you could have just got the Negatron Cloak. You didn't need to upgrade it and delay your Rod of Ages so significantly.
That's it. And well, that's a very good point. Also,
we got a fight going on here. Hopefully Blue can get in position. I really want to see this 5-man... Oh, Tristana's split pushing, so... I really want to see Blue Team go straight in right now. I want them to just... You know, Tristana's putting down pressure. You guys should be matching that pressure. Because if you're not matching the pressure, all you're doing is endangering Tristana. You guys have the advantage. Is your Baron buff still going? Yes, Baron is still going. Now is the time to team fight. Go! Go! Kill people! This is the moment. I feel like I'm watching a European game right now. Where, you know, just fight each other! Get really frustrated at the 65-minute mark. We're only 27 minutes in, but this is the moment. Like, I'm looking at this Baron buff tick down, and how much have they got? They got like 25 seconds left on it or something? And they're just kind of slow pushing. This is not what you do with a Baron buff. Don't get me wrong, it was a brilliant call to get that Baron buff, and you got a tower for it, but that was all Trist. You could have gotten so much more for it. What's going on here? We got people trying to do blue buff under wards. Caught out of position by the cannon. Oh no! And the cannon's gonna get out! Oh no! Oh, the Zonia's cancels quick step ult!
Yeah.
Oh, and nom. I think that takes him to 6 stacks. Oh, looks like he didn't actually buy a Guardian Angel. He bought a Sunfire Cake. Definitely nothing wrong with that.
Good item.
Yeah. Wow, why would you do that? Why would you try and stop the Tristana running away when all she needs to do is auto-attack you once and you're dead? Yeah, Shakazi, he's roaming around going, I don't have any damage left. Yeah. Where's my team?
I mean, ultimately, that's the problem with Cho'Gath. He is a very safe champion, but he doesn't actually do much damage. And, I mean, it's fine if you need just a big body that's going to make it hard for somebody to engage you in a team fight, but when you haven't got anybody else, the knock-up caught Tristana
wow!
there.
It's not going to stop. See, Tristana knows what to do. Miss Fish is going, okay, I know there's no one here. I'm going to go do this objective. Look at that orb walking. That's pretty impressive. And she's decided, nope, I'm not going to win this duel. Oh, wow. I want to see how much HP Cho'Gath actually has. Maximum 3,429 at 6 stacks. Now, he's still got to upgrade that Negatron Cloak and do a Spirit Visage or a Banshees or something like that, which will give him even more health, provided once again by the Spirit of the Ancient Golem. The Spirit of the Ancient Golem itself, the 25% bonus health, 374. So that's pretty damn good value for money right there.
Absolutely.
Caitlyn's slowly crawling her way back into... Oh no, she's got a Bloodthirster.
Yeah, I was actually going to say...
Bloodthirster, not a good item.
No.
After you've got your Infinity Edge, after you've built your Phantom Dancer, then you look at a Bloodthirster.
Well, I mean, Tristana's bought a Bloodthirster, but that's because after she's got a Static Shiv and an Eye Edge, so...
Well, that's it. Tristana knows the build order.
Yeah. Bloodthirster first up is not a great idea. Upgrading your boots, to tier, enchanting your boots, not a great idea. Building a Zeal, so presumably going towards Well, I guess it could be going towards a Phantom Dancer or a Static Shiv. Yeah, it's...
Quick Step is not the right spot. What are you doing there? That is the least likely place you'd want to find a Caitlyn.
Yeah.
That's not where you want to be. I think he was trying... I think he finally realized, I've got a group with my team. You know, something he should have realized about 20 minutes ago. I've got a group with my team, and he's just going, oh, well, they're over there. I'll just right-click on the map, and let's head there. And the pathing took him away. Oh, he caught
nice hook.
Mid-air, look at the AoE! Oh, my goodness! Oh, it's all gone horribly wrong with the blue team. Oh,
gonna get a double.
Boom!
What, one kill. Nearly got the rise as well.
Oh, wow.
Now, the benefit at this point is you've got a Cho'Gath who can pretty much do whatever he wants. So, unfortunately, they don't have the damage from Caitlyn to probably take this down, and I think they're going to have to back off. I think Cho'Gath's going to run out of help before they can stop it.
That's all right.
Oh, Minion Wave is there.
Got a Voidling to tank it. It's all right. So Geeson's doing the right thing. He's doing what MatPack refused to do, and he's actually still there despite being on low health. Because he knows that they're all dead and they can't take it. Yeah, Armion's probably overstayed his welcome, but he really wants that inhibitor. He knows that could swing the game.
And he's gonna die for it.
Yeah, but if he gets it, it might be worth. Now, if blue team counter Baron right now, that is the best possible strategy they could possibly go for. You've just killed one of their members. You know that their jungler was on low health. Run straight to the Baron pit and kill that thing. One of the best people in the game, by far, at doing Baron is Karthus. No one does more damage to Baron than Karthus does.
See, I mean, that's always a reason they should have... What they could have done, this is something we talked about in the Trinity podcast this morning, is...
What's that?
Is backing off in time to avoid the rubber band. So, really what... that was not a good use of the exhaust there. Had they just taken the tower and then gone straight back, because there's no way they were going to get the inhibited, had they gone straight back, they would have actually been in a position to defend that, and Cho'Gath having 1,000 true damage to stop a Baron attempt, that's really going to be a disincentive. So, I mean, really, that's they should have actually left after that tower had gone down, rather than staying around to try and get an inhibitor, which they may or may not get. And even if they do get, they're going to lose Baron. So, yeah, I think that's probably... man, Cho'Gath's taking so much damage. He's... God, they're going to go down. Oh, wow, that's...
Well, I bet that was satisfying. Quick Step taking down... or Caitlyn taking down Tristana. Now, I'm not sure why they split up there. I thought the rotation to bot was really nice, because it was just as the inhibitor was respawning. Like, the inhibitor was down, they had super minions about to go, they all rotated there, cleared the minions that were there, and pushed up to take the inhibitor. I think if MatPack and Pips, if Morgana and Kennen had rotated with them, they would have gotten that inhibitor without losing anyone. Because Morgana has shown that she can use her ultimate as the perfect disengage tool. If anyone tries to go on you, just walk away with your ultimate active, and if they want to go for you, they'll die.
Yep. Now, Kennen's gone for a very interesting build, going for Hextech Gunblade, then Void Staff and Zhonya's. Now, Zhonya's that's a no-brainer. Void Staff's a great pickup, but really it's not going to synergize well with the Gunblade. If you're not going to go for an actual hybrid build, you're better off selling Gunblade and getting an AP item. Yeah.
Well, you've put the money into the Gunblade now, so selling it is probably not even worth it. If the game goes for another 20 minutes, definitely sell it, because it's just going to be an item slot that you're wasting. Actually, speaking of wasting,
but the question
slots,
is how efficient is it in its slot? I mean, if it's, if there's an item, you sell it for what, 75% of its worth? If you can find an item that gives you 70, because it's, it's not that great for what you get. If you actually find an item that's better, like 75%, I don't know, you know what I'm trying to say, you find it,
No, I get it, but the gold has already been spent.
But you could actually find an item that you could sell and buy, and it'd actually be better.
Yeah, well, it depends, because if it was the option to sell it and buy his Zhonya's, absolutely, but he's already got his Zhonya's. He's already got his core items. And if he's doing this orb walking thing quite well, which it doesn't look like it's gonna save him. Oh no, he walks straight into that. Is he gonna get the
Thresh's
inhib?
abilities have been going straight through Kennen there. That's weird.
Yeah, this game should have been over, but for some reason blue team just are splitting up and getting caught up. Like, we've said many times how good the blue team is at picking people off, and how good that the blue team is at going in as a team. Blue team should not be splitting up. You know, if they want to go to one lane, push it, and then regroup with everyone so that you all apply pressure in different lanes together, that's fine. But by splitting up, you are just giving your 16, 3, and 4 Geeson on Rise the opportunity to kill somebody. Now, I think this is a bit of a waste. Locket of the Iron Solari being picked up by 2 different people. It's a unique aura now. Stacking them does not stack with the way it used to. So I think the shields do work, but I'm fairly certain there's a diminishing returns thing. Like if they've already got the shield, all it does is refresh the shield rather than stack on top of it.
Yeah.
So if you juggle the shields, then you can make worth it. I think a Banshee's Veil or a Spirit Visage would have been better for the Cho'Gath.
We've got a situation where so it's 37 minutes in. Wow, look, Tristana doesn't give any craps about the.
She just tanked that with her Bloodthirst. That was beautiful.
And Thresh hasn't upgraded his item, his trinket, which is. That was a nice hook.
She better ult. She's dead. Zonya's. Has she got Zonya's? Oh, she didn't need it apparently. Oh yes, she did. Yeah. See, now the blue team are gonna just run in one by one and just get destroyed. Oh, looks like Tristana might get a kill. Oh, no, Geminis has made the mistake of... Oh, Mistfish. Oh, dear.
And Caitlyn actually has a
worst item in the game. Yeah. We did a special on that this week.
Yeah.
Quadra kill to Mistfish.
Wow, I think it's been over.
Looks like yeah. They're going to finish it off. They know that Cho'Gath can't do anything to stop them. Like, the fact that they're actually targeting Cho'Gath is a bit bewildering to me. They could just attack the Nexus and win. I think they're trying to draw it out. Yeah. Like, just attack the Nexus. Matt Pack, what are you doing? That is just not cool. Yeah, Mistfish is going to do the Expeke thing. Yeah, jump over to the other side. What are you doing? Stop doing that!
I think it's definitely over.
Yeah. Now, we didn't have enough time in that game to shun everybody for not upgrading their trinkets. We touched on Thresh, but we've got Karthus, Olaf, Kennen, and Tristana without upgraded trinkets. Morgana's done the right thing and not upgraded a trinket. We've got Ryze, Cho'Gath, Caitlyn without upgraded trinkets, and we've got the greatest stealth totem from Malzahar. And that got buffed quite recently, so that's nothing to shun. I think that's not a bad buy.
Yeah, I mean, I think overall the builds are pretty good. I just upgraded the trinket for Thresh. I mean, at that point though, you got to sort of ask like how, if you're not really able to. I mean, they weren't really able to clear wards. He was almost coming out and just fighting fires, going exactly to, straight to where there's trouble, and you never get a chance to actually sort of systematically clear those wards. So I mean, that's I guess that. Okay, just reading some issues they're having with some of the champ select. So, all right, let's get game 2 going on.